and welcome to Letty Does Thor Ragnarok official trailer number 2. So this trailer just came out like last week or 2 weeks ago or whenever the heck San Diego Comic-Con was, and pretty much I haven't gotten a chance to see it yet because that week I was super busy, and then right after I went camping, and I literally just got back not too long ago, so I am just finally getting a chance to see it. So I'm super excited for this trailer because the last trailer that I saw set my expectations to like here. And, you know, for those of you that don't know, Thor is one of my favorites, if not my favorite comic book character ever, so this is pretty exciting for me, guys. So just a couple things that I'm going to be looking out for, starting with number 1, more Hulk. Because we saw Hulk at the end of the last trailer, so cat's out of the bag. Thor and Hulk are going to be in this movie together. Now I just want to see what they're going to do with him. I mean, I still can't believe that Hulk is going to be in this movie. And I still can't believe that they're going to try to do a Planet Hulk movie in a Thor Ragnarok movie. Because when they first announced that they were going to try to do Planet Hulk, I was like, there's no way that that would work. But as we've seen from the last trailer, it just might work. So I guess I just want to see to what extent they're going to do the Planet Hulk storyline. Is it going to be that he's been captured by the Grandmaster and he just like conveniently meets Thor there and now the two of them have to get together to fight against the Grandmaster? Or is it going to be the whole he meets the Warbound, he forms a team to fight, and then he becomes king? And the second thing I'm going to be looking for is I want to know what the heck happened to the rest of Thor's family. Because as we saw in the Dark World, Thor still thinks that Loki died this horrible, tragic death where he saved him, and in reality, he's just either killed or kidnapped Odin and taken up his spot on the throne. So is he still king? And on that note, where the heck is Odin? Because I would imagine that the Allfather isn't easy to kill. So yeah, in short, how does Loki factor into this whole situation, and in what ways is he responsible for Ragnarok? And where the hell is Odin? Because you'd imagine that the death of Asgard would have a great impact on both of their characters. So the third thing I'm looking for is just how much of the Ragnarok storyline is going to be in the movie. Because in the comics, it's the literal death of Asgard, and it's a pretty serious storyline. But from the first trailer, we saw that it's actually kind of comedic too. So are they going to be able to keep comedy and the seriousness in balance, or is one gonna clearly outshine the other? And I think that's about it. So Thor Ragnarok official trailer number 2. Let's get started.
So much has happened since I last saw you. I lost my hammer like yesterday.
So Thor is talking really weird, right? I mean, he's talking more like Chris Hemsworth than he is from Thor. Thor 1, he was like, thou art something something, and now it's like, I lost my hammer, so, you know, that sucks.
Where are we?
Oh! So he does turn into Bruce Banner at some point. I thought it was just gonna be Hulk the whole time. And of course, this whole thing with Hela looks super cool.
No, I won.
And it looks like he doesn't remember anything from being Gladiator Hulk, so it's just gonna be Thor, like, feeding him lies the whole time.
Is dead. And it'll be reborn in my
This is gonna be some awesome battle
Thought you'd
scene.
be glad to see me.
But I mean, right then and there, it looks like she pretty much destroyed Asgard.
The end of everything.
And that's the Executioner with her.
So I'm putting together a team.
So I don't even know why the heck he's there.
Like the old days.
And she has her full outfit, which looks super awesome.
This will be such fun.
And I don't even know how the heck he's gonna react to Loki. Or why the heck Loki's tied up and in chains and stuff. Oh, and that guy! The rock guy was from Hulk's team.
I'm not a queen.
And it looks like since Bruce Banner's the one driving the plane, at some point, Bruce Banner's the one driving the ship, so at some point he's just gonna turn into Banner for a long span of time. I'm the God of Thunder! Oh, that's so cool! It's a new logo, still need to get used to it.
Couple of hot-headed fools.
Yeah, same. Hulk like
And Hulk looks really, really different. So chiseled now. But his outfit does look like the Planet Hulk outfit. It looks a lot like the Planet Hulk. What? What the heck? Okay, it just ended. So at the end there, we got to see Hulk jumping in to fight Surtur because, oh my gosh, that is so cool. I'm just so glad that they kept his comic look because I would be really sad if it was something like Dormammu where they made him a bunch of floating squiggly lines. Like, oh my gosh, that is so cool! Holy shit! So for those of you that don't know, Surtur is the king of the fire demons. And now looking back, that scene that we get with Thor upside down in the first trailer is probably Muspelheim, and like, Surtur is the ruler of one of the 9 realms. He's the ruler of the realm of fire, and he's pretty much just this giant fire demon. And I still have no idea how the heck they're gonna tie that in. I mean, we're talking someone with the same power level as Dormammu or even Hela herself, and he's not even the main villain of the movie. So, I mean, that could terribly crash and burn, but I am so excited right now. Another thing I noticed is that Valkyrie is playing a bigger role in this movie than I thought. And I'll be honest, I don't know much about Valkyrie. Well, I don't know much about 616 Valkyrie. I'm pretty sure she was most recently in Fearless Defenders, but I didn't read that. But I do know a lot about Ultimate Valkyrie, also known as Thor Girl, who's this super strong Asgardian with all the powers of Thor and can control thunder, and I think she was even dating Thor herself at one point, even though she was basically a high schooler. But then it turns out she's lying about all that, and she's just a martial arts expert. And then it turns out that she was lying about that too, and she's actually just a girl that found some cool armor and decided that she really, really wanted to be a superhero one day, until she ultimately gets killed in this battle where she's way in over her head against this enemy. But that's okay, because she gets resurrected as Hela's slave, and then she has the powers of an Asgardian, and technically she's Asgardian, so dreams do come true! And I have no idea why I went ahead and told that story, because I mean, it's basically a different character at that point. Pretty much just take everything I said and know that it's not going to be in this movie. But we are going to get regular Asgardian Valkyrie, so that's pretty cool. And we're also going to get that rock guy that was a part of Hulk's Warbound. I kind of forgot his name, like Corbin? Something? Pretty much, he was the rock guy holding the gun and shouting, and he ends up being Hulk's like right-hand guy when Hulk goes to form his team of gladiators. He's pretty much the one that's with him the entire time. So I guess his inclusion in the trailer does confirm that the Warbound are going to be in this movie, and that they are taking more elements from Planet Hulk, which is pretty exciting. And actually, we've seen this alien species before back in Thor the Dark World, where Thor and the Warriors 3 are on some planet, and they're saying like, no more blood needs to be shed, just send forth your strongest warrior, and this rock guy comes out with like a giant mallet thing. And I was thinking like, hey, isn't that the guy from Planet Hulk? And then I was like, no, maybe it's just a really iconic looking alien, but could it have been that they were planning on doing the Planet Hulk storyline all along? I'm not sure, but that'd be pretty cool, right? That they didn't just randomly squeeze in the Planet Hulk storyline, that they've actually been planning it since the last movie, and they've had all this time to flesh out how the Planet Hulk storyline is gonna go in with the Thor movie. Like, I'm not sure, but fingers crossed there. So another cool thing we got was the Executioner, and the Executioner is pretty much this guy that's hopelessly in love or like completely possessed by the Enchantress, and he pretty much gets used by her to do anything she wants for her villainy. And she's not in this movie, which is a shame because her younger sister Lorelei was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. all those years ago, and that would have been kind of cool. But it seems like he is going to be doing a similar role for Hela as well. So he might be Hela's minion and doing stuff for her. But yeah, that'd be really cool. And if I remember from the cartoon, which is like the only place I've seen this character, his main weapon is a magical axe that shoots out fire and ice. So that'd be pretty cool to see on the big screen. And just summarizing up my last 2 points, it seems like this movie isn't just going to be a Thor and Hulk buddy movie, it's also going to be a Thor and Loki buddy movie. Which is an interesting narrative choice, given that Loki has literally betrayed Thor the last 3 times that he was given the chance. But who knows, maybe teaming up with Loki will magically work out better this time. On the bright side, it'll at least work out for me, because it means more Tom Hiddleston, so... And my last point, which I am a little bit concerned about, is I still have no idea what's that scene where Hela uses her sword to blow up all of Asgard, and then immediately after there's like undead Asgardian soldiers, because from what I remember, the death of Asgard ends with the death of Asgard, so not really sure where they're going with there. And it also seems like this trailer focused a lot on comedy, and I'm just kind of worried that this is gonna end up being a Chris Hemsworth movie more than a Thor movie. But it's only the second trailer, and there's still a few more months before the movie comes out, so I'm not gonna be too worried about that. And yeah, I think I've basically said all I wanted to say, so thank you guys so much for watching this video and for liking and subscribing, and I will see you next time. Bye!